Hi, everybody. This is Wendy Selvig. I'm the marketing manager for Flax, Lignan Health. I'm also a certified aromatherapist. I've been a paid natural health researcher for 10 years by a nonprofit organization. I love natural health. I love anything that's going to help us help our health naturally, where we don't have side effects, and we're just anything that promotes a supported immune system. I'm all over it. So today, I want to share with you something for those of you who deal with joint issues. If you have things, just really tired of not having strength and just really tired of maybe discomfort that you feel, I want to tell you guys something that's kind of revolutionized our staff even here at Flax Lignan Health. There's two products I'm going to tell you about. You might only need one. You might need both. I'm not sure if you would need it, but it may offer some support for your joints, support for your system. And so I'm going to tell you, the first one is called BLM. Let's see if the camera, maybe the camera's not showing it very well, but it's called BLM. That stands for Bones, Ligaments, and Muscles. This is put out by Young Living Essential Oils. This company we really like because they have incredible purity standards, and every ingredient they make sure is a pure ingredient. And so they have, I've been to the labs, I've seen their scientists, I've seen that like every oil that comes in, they have a battery of 15 different tests that they do, and then they run those tests three times total. They're like crazy about being pure. And so we really like this company. And it was started by a naturopath, so he designs products for people's problems, not just for, a profit, is kind of their motto. And so we really, really like this company, and we really like this product. All right, so this product I actually discovered about 6 years ago. Now I'm 44, but when I was about 38, I got out of bed one morning and my feet hurt really bad. Like I realized that every morning I was getting out of bed and I'm like having to walk around and hold on to things because like, this is not good. I'm thinking there could be a big word diagnosis on this. Like, this is not good. And my feet and my hands really started slowing down. And I noticed, now I'm a natural health researcher. I love to try to find ways to support my body and naturally rather than run to medicines, because there's so many side effects that come with so many different medicines that I just don't trust those. So after about a year of this, just pain and stuff and trying some things and they didn't really work, a friend suggested this. And so I tried it. And actually what I did, I tried it in combination with the other product I'm going to tell you about called Sulfurzyme, and the two together. So I take a couple of each of these every day. After about 6 weeks of being on this combination, I noticed one morning I got out of bed and it was fine. Like no soreness in my feet, no, I'm like, oh, and my hands are feeling better. Like this is really good. And I stayed on this for about a year. I just kept really faithful with it and never had any problems. I'm like, this is great. I just feel great. Well, then we had an instance where my family was moving and we went to go, actually we moved overseas. And so we went 2 months ahead. It's a long story, but I basically took all of this. I had some stockpiled and I took it all with me and I left it over there overseas to where we were going to be moving 2 months later. And I thought, well, I'll just get another bottle back in the States. And I never did. And so what happened is I went for 2 months without taking it. And after 6-7 weeks of not being on it, I woke up one morning and I got out of bed and oh, my feet hurt. Oh my word. And I was like, oh, and actually it was like it was kind of delightful because I realized this stuff has been working. Oh my gosh, it's really worked. Like I've just been faithful at taking it, but I've gotten off of it. And now I realized that this, whatever issue is in my system, this is taking care of it. And so, I obviously, it was like 2 weeks later, I got overseas and got my stuff and got back on it. And what I've learned is when you're off of it or you've just started it, it can take up to 5 or 6 weeks to really kick in before you notice the difference. When I've maybe gone a week or two without taking it just because I get lazy, I can take it, you know, within a day or two, I feel better. So I know that it kind of gets in your system and circulates. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what is in these. Now, some of you guys know Aunt Sheila. She's the head of our customer service department. Everyone calls her Aunt Sheila. She's wonderful. If you get a chance to call in and talk to her, she'd love to talk to you and help you. We mentioned this to her, and just 2 weeks ago, I think, a couple weeks ago, she started taking these. And within a few days, she goes, I've already noticed my hands and my feet feeling so much better. So, you know, if you really want to know, get a chance, call in and talk to her. Ask her about it. So BLM has glucosamine sulfate in it. Now, glucosamine sulfate is used by the body to produce a variety of other chemicals involved in building tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and the thick fluid that surrounds your joints. This also has type 2 collagen, which is from chicken. Do some research on that. There's only so much I can say legally. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to start making disease claims, anything like that. So do a little research. Even Wikipedia, I think, just like do Google research on type 2 collagen, chicken-based, and joint diseases, or, you know, if you're anything that you're looking up, you want to look up, just do your own research. Be your own health detective. That's what I like to tell people. You need to become your own health detective. So do a little research on that. And that type 2 collagen is specifically used in major joint issues that really need support, when your joints really need support. And then it has MSM in it, which, boy, if I try to pronounce it, I will say it wrong. Methylsulfonylmethane, I think. Yep, I'm sure I said it wrong. But that is needed by our bodies daily to maintain the structure of the proteins, protect cells and cell membranes, replenish the connections between cells, and preserve the molecular framework of connective tissue. So it supports the immune system. It supports your liver. If your liver needs some support and help, this is great for your liver. It supports circulation systems and proper intestinal function, and it scavenges free radicals. And so why do we need extra MSM? This is kind of it's like a sulfur-based thing, and sulfur is lost when we cook our veggies. So like not normally we would get it through raw vegetables, but when we cook it, it's lost. Plus our soil nowadays, a lot of our soils are missing this, it's been leached out and not replenished. And so where maybe 50 years ago, everyone kind of got this naturally, we're missing it. And so you can see that in society by watching and seeing people's, how their joints need extra support. Okay, so it has MSM, and then you guys, it has balsam fir essential oil, and it has wintergreen essential oil and clove essential oil. Those 3 oils together are awesome for supporting your joints. The balsam fir especially, it eases joint discomfort. It also eases bone discomfort, and it eases ligament discomfort, and it's speeds the healing process. So if you've overdone it, you know, maybe working out or something, and you need extra support, that oil by itself is amazing to just like to rub on topically. The best oil is Idaho balsam fir, and that's available by Young Living. And truly, I got certified as an aromatherapist, and my certification had nothing to do with Young Living. But Young Living is the oil company I choose because so many other companies out there have, they thin out their oils with chemical additives, and they don't have to tell you, and they don't have to list it on the bottle. And so it just happens. And a lot of the vats that the different companies use are, they have aluminum in their metal in the vats, and so that aluminum can leach into oils. And so you're putting aluminum in your body, but you think you're helping yourself. And so because I've confirmed, and I know Young Living has surgical stainless steel vats, and they make therapeutic grade with the intent of taking them internally. so that they're safe. So it's a whole grade level above other oil companies that I've found. I've not found anything that compares. So that's why I like to recommend Young Living. But also, just as a side benefit, Idaho Balsam Fir also soothes your respiratory system. So if that's something that you need extra support, this is going to be an added benefit. Anyway, so they also, all of the needle, it comes from the pine needles of the balsam fir, and it all is grown in St. Mary's, Idaho, at the Young Living farm, one of the Young Living farms. Everything is pure, no pesticides ever to touch the ground ever on that farm, and they always do everything by hand, and they cultivate it, and it's wonderful quality oil. So anyway, so those are the ingredients of BLM, and they really support and help your joints. Now, I'm trying not to keep you all day long. I'm sorry if it's going too long. Sulfurzyme is the other one I want to tell you about. Sulfurzyme, you guys, Sulfurzyme is amazing as well. It has so much it does for you. Let me just read some of these things off so I can do it quickly. It is recommended to take 3 to 6 a day, depending on your daily consumption of raw sulfur. So here is what Sulfurzyme can do for you. Now, it says that the average adult needs 4 capsules a day to keep up with our toxic load of in the environment. That actually comes from Dr. Lindsay Elmore. She's a pharmacist who really promotes and loves Sulfurzyme. So it supports your healthy inflammatory response. Hear me, connect the dots. Natural inflammatory response support. Okay, there's only so much I can say without causing problems, and so that's the best way that I know to say it. That I'm trying to stay FDA compliant. It supports joint health by providing building blocks for strong cartilage and collagen. It supports healthy nail and hair growth. It normalizes recovery time after you exercise. If you have seasonal issues, seasonal discomforts, your body overreacts to anything, there's a physician that I like to follow some of his work, his PhD physician. He says that you take 6 Sulfurzyme and it's going to calm down your system's reactions to maybe some seasonal discomfort, seasonal things in the air that cause your body to react. So are you hearing me? Connect the dots. So it also increases oxygen uptake because of the MSM. So awesome for exercise. If you like to exercise, it's going to help you increase more your oxygen uptake. MSM is used in racehorses for ache and pain recovery. So it's good in that animal fitness area for animal fitness recovery. You know, it also supports our bodies when we're recovering from fitness. It is very safe and very non-toxic. You can't take too much of this. You cannot take too much Sulfurzyme. The body starts with a sulfur-containing amino acid called methionine. Oh boy, I'm going to mess that one up. Methionine to make every single protein. We need sulfur in our body. We need it in our diets. Metals are detoxed with the sulfur pathway. So it also helps you build the glutathione molecule, which is the mother of all antioxidants. It sticks to fats and toxins and makes them water soluble and allows us to get rid of it. Glutathione is the mother of all antioxidants. So of all the antioxidants, it is the major one in our bodies that we need. Poor diet, pollution, toxins, medication, stress deplete us. These leave us susceptible to unrestrained cell disintegration from oxidative stress, free radicals, and infections. There's a great article if you're doing your research on glutathione and from the Huffington Post, if you want to go check that out. If you're allergic to sulfa drugs, now Dr. Lindsay Elmore, who's a pharmacist, says that Sulfurzyme will not be a problem for you. The bonds are tighter in MSM than sulfa medications. MSM is organically occurring in foods and dirts. If you are exposed to dirt, tomatoes, etc., and you're okay, you're going to be okay in taking the Sulfurzyme, is what she says. And it has 2 ingredients in it, the MSM and the Ninja Wolfberry. Now, the Ninja Wolfberry, I could go off. I need to do an entire teaching someday on Ninja Wolfberry. But it's a specific wolfberry that comes from the Ningxia province in China that the people in that area live over 100, and they live well. So one of the guys from Young Living was there doing some research, and he said, I had a 110-year-old woman open the door for me. And I was like, so they went there to research why these people live so well and live so long. And this Ninja wolfberry, its antioxidant rates are off the chart. And that, antioxidants go in and they eat up that oxidative stress, the rust in our bodies, the things that make us age, the things that make things start to break down. So the wolfberry and the MSM together, that just helps clean up everything, especially your joints. It just cleans it up. They've made it by combining it with the sulfur, the MSM, the wolfberry is now fat soluble, so it's able to go right to your joints and help kind of clean that up every day. So anyway, I've told you a lot, I know, and I hope I haven't overwhelmed you with too much information. But I know without knowing all of that information at first, I just tried it because I needed something that worked, and it worked for me. And it's working for people in Flax Lignan Health, the staff who are trying it. And we really, really like this. And it's not just those people. I've heard from so many other people who have tried this, who really see results. So we love result-driven products at Flax Lignan Health, and we're excited to bring this to you. If you have questions, feel free to call and ask and talk to Aunt Sheila, head of customer support, or send us an email, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. We just want to help people. We want to see you see results the natural way without having to add drugs that might have side effects that shorten your life or just don't help you at all. So I hope this is helpful, and make sure I hit the right buttons on the computer. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today, and I hope this helps. If you have questions, send us an email at info@flaxlignanhealth.com.